Sometimes I ask myself, deep divers, what kind of a world am I living in? Because it's kind of crazy. And the reason why I say this is because you have heads of state. And I'm like, we're in big trouble. Major GAFFE. President Biden introduces Ukraine's Zelensky as President Putin. Did you see that clip circulating around, deep divers? It was shocking. It was so shocking. Even the cat down the road fell out of his chair like, oh my gosh, Ralph, we're in big trouble. Yeah, the United States is in big trouble. And also the whole world is in big trouble because, you see, whoever runs America really controls a lot of the world. And you had this major gaffe by President Biden introducing Ukraine's Zelensky as President Putin. Now, deep divers, this channel is not political. We talk about becoming our greatest versions. At the same time, if there's a world current event that we can learn from to help us become our greatest versions, we're going to do that. So, this information that I'm about to share with you is truly going to blow your mind. I want all of you to hit that like button if you support the real. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support the real and share this video with someone. Also, a big shout out to everyone who's joined the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Click the link down below. Deep divers, we got a whole lot to talk about. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Let's breathe, deep divers. We needed that. Let's go. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. What are we doing? Raising the frequency. Hadouken. Take all of that good ass energy I'm sending you. Raising the vibration. And I hope all of you are taking care of yourself, deep divers. But what on earth is going on in the world, especially in politics? Look, major gaffe. President Biden introduces Ukraine's Zelensky as President Putin. That was shocking. That was shocking, deep divers. Even the cat down the road thought that was really shocking. Yes, because sometimes you want to laugh, and then sometimes you want to cry like, oh my gosh, we're in big trouble. The United States is in big trouble. And whoever's in charge of the United States has a tremendous amount of influence on the whole world. So the whole world is in trouble. We got to talk about this, deep divers. But look, if you are watching this video, this is your confirmation that your blessings will double. If you're ready for that, just say thank you. So, did you see the clip circulating around, deep divers, of the major gaffe? President Biden introducing Ukraine Zelensky as President Putin. It was very shocking. But you see, once again, we can use this to become awake and aware of the signs of the times. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? So when I saw the clip, and I'll play it, deep divers, I'm like, okay, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry or just to say, okay, it is what it is, right? Because a lot of people all around the world can't believe that the head of state, one of the most powerful people in the world, the President of the United States of America, is making these major gaffes. Yes, he's 81. He's getting old, but still, this is very shocking. So let me play you the clip, deep divers, and we can really talk about other things you should be paying attention to.
I've said before, Russia will not prevail in this war. Ukraine will prevail in this war, and we'll stand with them every single step of the way. That's what the compact says, loudly and clearly. And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. We're going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky. I'm so focused on beating Putin, we got to worry about it. Anyway, Mr. President.
I'm better.
You are a hell of a lot better.
Thank you so much. Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Now, a mistake? Well, one too many. Because you see, even with Biden's debate with Trump, he made so many mistakes. And this is really concerning when you have one of the most powerful people in the world making these major mistakes. Like, oh my gosh, is he really the president? Does he really have it all up there? The cat down the road wants to know. As I see it, deep divers, focus on yourself. Focus on yourself, because like Shakespeare said, the whole world is a stage. I'm not voting Democrat. I'm not voting Republican. I'm voting for myself. Slow motion this side. Vote for yourself, deep divers. Vote for love. Vote for freedom. Vote for peace. Because you see, like the great Krishnamurti said, it is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society. And he also said, have you ever wondered why we have leaders? And when I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh my gosh, are these people really in charge? Is this president really in charge? President Biden. The United States is in big trouble with an election coming up. And here you have a President Biden introducing Ukraine Zelensky as President Putin. This is crazy. But once again, I'm not surprised, because once again, the whole world is a stage. And if you don't know that by now, deep divers, the cat down the road doesn't know what to tell you. I'm not surprised, because the whole world is a stage. And one of the most powerful things you can do every single day to become your greatest version is to focus on yourself. Is to remind yourself that we are the ones we are waiting for. Stop externalizing your power to leaders in power, and make sure you are in power. Slow motion this side. Because when I saw that clip, I'm like, okay, something is awfully wrong. That was shocking. I don't know if this is a joke or he's being serious. And anytime you get to that point when people don't believe in the leadership, all of a sudden, the house of cards starts coming down. And what you're seeing right now is the collapse of the matrix, the collapse of the whole entire system is coming down because people don't believe in the leadership. Because if you have someone who is your leader who hasn't even got it all upstairs, what on earth is going on? He also said this. Let me play you another clip, deep divers.
Mr. President, your political future has hung over the NATO summit a little bit this week. Speaker Pelosi made a point of suggesting that your decision on whether to stay in the race was still open. George Clooney and a handful of lawmakers have called on you to step aside. Reuters is reporting tonight that UAW leadership is concerned about your ability to win.
UAW just endorsed me, but go ahead.
Thank you. My question for you is, how are you incorporating these developments into your decision to stay? And separately, What concerns do you have about Vice President Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, but I think she was not qualified to be president. So let's start there. Number one, the fact is that the consideration.
He just called Vice President Harris Vice President Trump. That was another major gaffe at that NATO conference in Washington, D.C. So that's two. Now, he's laughing, he's joking around on stage while he's saying these things. And this isn't funny because here, once again, you have one of the most powerful people in America in office who is making these terrible blunders and mistakes. And as I see it, deep divers, focus on yourself. Like I told you, the whole world is a stage. And Democrat, Republican, it's all about you choosing freedom. It's all about you choosing yourself. It's all about you realizing that, have you ever wondered why your leaders don't tell you about meditation? Slow motion this side. Have you ever wondered why your leaders don't tell you about what foods you should be eating to raise the frequency and raise the vibration? Have you ever wondered why those in powers don't tell you how to free your mind and wake your ass up from the matrix? Because like George Carlin said, it's a big club and you ain't in it. So when I was watching those clips, I'm like, okay, the whole world is a stage, just like Shakespeare said. Deep divers, the whole world is a stage. And that's the reason why when we talk about becoming your greatest version, focus on yourself. Stop externalizing your power to leaders out there and start leading your own life and your own family. And remind yourself that we are the ones we are waiting for. So many people have become so dependent because now people are like, in Trump we trust. And I'm like, you want to trust in the Most High, not in another human being. Slow motion this side. Because it's all a game. Politics, politricks, and you better wake up to it. Now, the whole world is a stage. I'm like, are you serious? Major gaffe, President Biden introduces Ukraine Zelensky as President Putin. I'm like, are you serious? Then I realize, Ralph, don't worry about it because it's all a big joke. Here's what George Carlin had to say. And this is fascinating. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, you're screwed because it's all fixed and rigged. There is a club and you ain't in it. And you should really take a listen to George Carlin because he had so many fascinating insights into US politics. It's a club and you ain't in it. So when we talk about becoming our greatest versions, we must really focus on ourselves and take back our power. And remind ourselves of this as well. I love this. Birthplace, Earth. Race, human. Politics, freedom. Religion, love. Slow motion this side. I follow that, deep divers, and this helps me to become my greatest version. Once again, don't get so caught up in the circus show out there and forget about your own life. Because once again, we are the ones we are waiting for. I want all of you right now to hit that like button if you support The Real. Share this video, subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support The Real. Share this video. Also, make sure you join the new Ralph Smart Patreon page for all new exclusive content that's going to help you become your greatest version. Videos which are way too spicy for YouTube click the link down below. Deep divers, free your mind and your ass will follow. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Beautiful deep divers, let's breathe. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Go and check out the #1 best-selling book, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/thebook, the Bible of becoming your greatest version. And Feel Alive Part 2 is coming out. Deep divers, get ready. You're going to love it. Also, check out the latest new book, The Book of 1111 Infinite Quotes by Ralph Smart at ralphsmart.com/thebook, the secret recipe to becoming your greatest version. And go and get the good ass prana shirts, deep divers, for men, women, children, even cats down the road. All new limited edition designs at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you're a sexy ass model, woo, with a whole lot of heart, you want to model the clothing, well, go and buy some. Deep divers, and if you want a one-to-one consultation with Ralph Smart so I can help you become your greatest version, book it at ralphsmart.com/one-to-one sessions. They tried to bury us. They forgot we were seeds. Once again, the whole world is a stage. Focus on yourself. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You! Once again, deep divers, make sure you hit that like button if you support the real. Share this video. Subscribe to the channel. Once again, hit that like button right now if you support the real. Let's go. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You. Peace.